Welcome back, friends, to TV5 News at 9. And it's time now for our favorite segment, Education Matters. We are here with Dr. Craig Douglas. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you, Dr. Douglas?
I'm well, thanks, Colette. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad you're here talking about the summer slump, what we all need to talk about. So we are talking about summer reading, friends. Dr. Douglas, we are always looking for ways to help our kids beat that summer slump. But why is reading during the summer so beneficial for us?
Yeah, reading is such a core part of any educational pathway. It's fundamental. Many schools offer great programs for students to drop by and to take part in, but also the public libraries are a great resource. They are free, they're community-based, and they're full of a variety of activities for children of all ages, and yes, even for the parents, for adults.
And it is a fun trip, Dr. Douglas, going to the library. I take my kids there all the time. We're like, let's go to the library. And you can find so many different things, from periodicals to events, some types of topics that you love and that they enjoy. So I love the public library. I'm glad you said that. That's a great tip. So what are some ways that parents and grandparents can really encourage reading for their kids?
So the public libraries are a great outreach. I'll offer as an example our local library system, the libraries of Saginaw. And today, just as a sample, Colette, I pulled from the web, today, this morning, they have a session for mothers and their 2-year-old infants. Think about that. What a great way to gather young mothers together and talk about needs and care of their infants, and I think it was geared towards 2-year-olds. And then this evening they have an arts and craft event for children and their parents and their grandparents to come in and make, I believe it was bracelets that was on the web. So these are examples, Colette, of interest sparks that can be offered to children of all ages, and to create that curiosity and to nurture it in new ways. And of course, reading is at the core of this, and many teachers will tell you that students that read during the summer not only keep up, but they exceed and accelerate. Conversely, kids that perhaps are away from books during the summer, they can do, as you said in the intro, slide. And that's something, of course, we want to avoid.
Yeah, Dr. Douglas, what can you suggest for kids who just can't really get into reading, or they're maybe struggling with reading?
Well, I think it's something that all young learners go through. I know I did as an elementary student. I think finding the right interest area, for me, it was biographies. I like to read about sport heroes. I remember reading about Roy Campanella and Jackie Robinson, players not from our region, but historic in many ways, and that propelled me, if you will, into more reading activities. In other words, one successful reading activity or event or book leads to more. Also, we're all different learners, different style learners. Libraries offer audio books and storytelling experiences. So it's not just command, sit down and open a binder of a book. There are ways to capture students' attention and interest, and then provide a motivation for reading that's interest-based.
I love it. Dr. Douglas, any last-minute tip that you have for our kids to keep them out of that slump?
Yes, and I think if everyone keeps working together and making it a family-oriented activity, it's a great strategy. It's low cost and high reward.
I love it. Perfect. Thank you again for this timely message for us as we're in summer now. Thank you so much for calling in today, Dr. Douglas.
Well, thank you, and I wish you and everyone a happy Independence Day celebration that's coming up right around the corner. Hard to believe,
I know,
but it is.
It's here.
And that's an interest area that might propel students to look at our nation's history.
Perfect. Thank you, Dr. Douglas. Happy 4th of July to you as well. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Take care and be well.
You as well, Dr. Douglas. Thank you so much. For more information about today's topic, just check out the lifestyle page at WNEM.com.